how do you start over? How do you live this out? Well, I wrote a booklet called Pure Womanhood, and within the book, smack middle in the book, is what I like to call a dump 'em list. And this goes for guys and girls either way. It can go both ways. And if any of these apply to the person that you're dating, it just might be time to say bye-bye. First one, you have to tell them more than once to stop. You feel the need to fix them. They look at pornography. They hit you, push you, or do anything to frighten you. They get drunk and take drugs. They don't care if you lie to your family. They lead you away from God. They put you down and act like they're kidding. They cheat on you. They lie to you. They flirt with other people. They use guilt to get you to do what they want. They always resent the time you spend with your friends and family. They behave badly and then blame it on other people or things that happen to them. They're very controlling. They can't stand on their own 2 feet without you, and you can't stand on your own 2 feet and remain pure with them. These are not minor faults, but they are signs that can be disastrous to a future marriage. And a mother came up to me after our talk, and she said, please tell the teens about me. Because I was dating someone that had almost every single one of those qualities, but I thought our love was stronger. I thought he would change. I thought I could change him. She goes, and now 10 years later, after we married, he's worse than all of those, and we're in the middle of a divorce, and we have 3 children. She said, please tell them. Listen to the warnings. They're there for a reason. And if you have a hard time, and you know you're going to have a hard time getting away from that person, get what I like to call a breakup buddy. A breakup buddy is great. In those times when you want to look them up on Facebook, or you want to text them, or you want to call them, or you just want to go see them, call that person. Call that person to go with a movie on Friday night. Just get that good friend you know who wants what's best for you to help you get away from that person and go through like a good 2-week detox with them, so then that way you don't gravitate back to that person, because it can be done. And you deserve so much more. Know that you are worth so much more than that. In high school, I wasted so much of my time in these soap opera relationships. Dead end, and I was miserable, used, and disgusted with myself by the end of it. And I knew I wasted my time. So don't do that to yourself, because you are better. And it doesn't matter who you are, where you've been, what you've done. All that matters right now is where you go from here. Now, where do you go from here? Well, when I did turn my life around, it was really hard. Because on Sunday, you want to be that good church girl, and then on Friday night, you want to be this party girl. And in school, I was wearing all these different masks. I was happy one minute, and then the next minute, I'm finding out my boyfriend's cheating on me, and we're going through all this drama, and it was a mess. And one night, I was coming home from a party. I smelled like the party. I knew the things that were happening at the party. And I would always drive by this adoration chapel. And that one late night, for some reason, I turned in the parking lot. And I'm sitting in the parking lot, I'm freaking out, and I'm saying to myself, I need to go, I need to get in there. I need to just go and be in front of Jesus. And then on the other hand, I said, no, you can't go in there. He doesn't want you. He doesn't want to see you like this. And I looked like a crazy in the parking lot talking to myself. And then finally I got the gumption, and I went in the adoration chapel. I put my head down, completely ashamed. And I'm hoping the people that were there weren't smelling this party on me. And then finally, I got the courage to just look up at Jesus in the Eucharist. And I said, here I am, my God, in all of my filth. Please help me. And then I freaked out, and I ran out of there as fast as I could, saying, stupid, stupid, why did you go in there? What were you doing? But then now I look back on that moment in my life, and it was huge. Because I realized that God did not just want me when I was perfect. He wanted me in my ugliness. He wanted me in my mess, because he is the only one who could truly get me out of it. I tried so many times to start over, because I wasn't happy living that way. I wasn't happy being a hypocrite, and I just didn't know what to do. And every time I promised myself and I made the resolution, I'm never going to do that again, it's never going to happen, I would fall flat on my face. But the time I did it with Jesus, the time I asked him for the grace, the time I went to confession, the time I really stuck with what I knew was right, it was with God. And if you want to live this out, Know it doesn't matter where you're at in your life, that he accepts you. Maybe right now you're struggling with cutting. Maybe you have an eating disorder, or you're looking at pornography. Maybe you have addiction, who knows what. Maybe you're just struggling in your relationships, or you have a hard home life. Maybe you have same-sex attractions. It doesn't matter what is going on in your lives in this moment right now. Jesus will accept you where you are at and help you to overcome anything. And it doesn't matter, but you just have to go to him. Now, when I was going through really a hard time in my life and trying to figure everything out, I would go to adoration a lot, and I was journaling. And I ended up writing this letter. And I realized, I felt like God was really talking to me in this letter because I had so much going on. But then once I kept reading it over and over, I realized this letter wasn't just for me. And I put it in this book that my husband and I wrote, How to Find Your Soulmate Without Losing Your Soul. And there's a couple things that were just really powerful that stuck out to me. Why do you always seek man's approval? Why are you always wondering, do I look pretty enough? Do I sound smart enough? With a shadow of insecurity hovering above you, you're always trying to keep others interested. Meanwhile, you give yourself away while ignoring your gut. Don't be controlled by the amount of attention, approval that you receive, and stop being ashamed of yourself. Your worth can't come from who you're with, what you wear, or what others think of you. Are you scared to admit your own self-worth? Do not shy from who you are out of fear of abandonment or negative opinions of others. You take scraps from the world, but I have given you everything that you need deep within you. At times you allow your insecurities to overpower you and your thoughts run wild. But with Jesus' love, you can control any vice, wickedness, or evil weapon that comes against you. It is time to rise up unafraid of who you are and embrace it. Do not lower yourself or hide, because the power of God's love and grace will always be there to catch you and show you the way. Deep down, know who you are and what you are supposed to do. Stop lowering yourself to the world and start rising to heaven. Even though it seems so far, it's truly all around you. You have a whole army of angels and saints wanting you to succeed in your battle, but the biggest battle of all will be with yourself. Know who you are and what you are not. You are a beloved daughter and son of Jesus, he who is God. Do not underestimate the power of your testimony to the world and the great things that God wants to do with your lives. And I want you to imagine for one moment right now that when I heard that guy get up and talk, imagine I said, that's cute, that's nice, but just not right now. I'm having too much fun. What if I said that? I know with all of my heart, I wouldn't have ended up marrying Jason. When he met me, he probably would have wanted to counsel me, not marry me. I know our 5 children and the one in heaven would never have come into existence. And I know I would not be standing here talking to you today if I didn't say that yes. I knew I could have gone in 2 separate directions, and the same thing goes for you right now. Like I said before, it doesn't matter who you are, where you've been, what you've done. It doesn't matter. You are not the sum of your mistakes, and it does not define your future. All that matters right now is where you go from here.